everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart and welcome to my channel. And as you can see today, I'm back to do a swipe. Well, I'm back to do a lazysusan. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'll probably be showing a couple here soon, as some of the ones that I made that warped actually eventually flattened out. So anyway, that's what I'm here to do today. So I will give you the scoop of this when I do the overview for the editing. The bottom is taped off. I don't want to move it because I actually have it pretty centered on here and I don't want to touch it. But what I'm planning on doing here today, and I haven't done this in a while, is lay down my pillow, put my colors on my palette knife and do a swipe. And we'll see what happens. Sometimes I get challenged by these, so yeah, we'll see what happens. So anyway, this is my Multi-Pro 47-3110. And just so you know, I leveled this out before I started. The pillow, which for me I use Multi-Pro or Glidden. I should probably need more than that. And the Glidden I use is 6011N. And the pillow is not interchangeable as a pouring medium paint or anything. It's just a pillow. It's what your paints and everything glide over as your creation is developing. So I'm going to skip ahead and go on fast forward here and in parts during this video. So I'm going to load up my palette knife. This is my palette knife. I'm not sure what the size is, but it should fit here. I'm just going to go swipe one way and then back the other way. Simple. I've always said that before. I've said that before, haven't I? Simple. And then I make a big deal out of it. All right, so I think I'm going to put the black down first. I need to find a spot where you can see me, where I'm not going to get over the creation. So black down first. Now, my problem is I oftentimes put way too much to start with. So I'm going to try to be a little more judicious about what I put on. I'll drain a couple bits off. This is my Amsterdam Oxide Black. I'm going to use the Titanium White next. And this is my American Floetrol Cell Activator. White. And I have a recipe video 141. I'll link it above if you want to take a look at it. My American Floetrol Cell Activator. So my first color down is Golden's Pearl. I hope you can see. Let's move all this forward so I can get in here. You can see? Yes, you can see. So I'm going to... Now my problem often is I go with way too much paint. We'll see what we get. That's the pearl. Now, I've got my quinacridone Nicolazzo Gold, and I mix these with Valspar, and it's about 3 parts Valspar to 1 part MinWax semi-gloss. All right, gold. Yeah, every so often, you know, I haven't swiped like this in a while, so I figure it's time to get back on the saddle. This is Golden's Carbon Black. I want to also swipe another charcuterie board. If you're interested in seeing a full creation video of lazysusan, I have video 312. I'll link it above. Okay, that should do. So, like I said, I'm gonna one way and then the other, and we'll hopefully get something really cool. Not sure what happened there, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put another swipe down, just another single going in that direction. I'm better going that way, so let's just go with that flow. Oh, I know what happened here. That white cell activator ended up coming through. All right, I'm going to layer it the same way. All I'm seeing here is white cell activator. The color's not showing up. So in the interest of time, since you've already seen me layer, I'm going to go on fast forward here, and I'll be back. So while I have a moment here, I'm just going to remind everybody to check out my description box. I have links to some of the products I use and links to some videos if you want to take a look at that. Plus, truth be told, this video is going to go on a little while because I have a couple errant swipes here and there, but I figure it's worth sharing with you just the same because the end result is really, in my opinion, really good. So just going to skip ahead here in some spots, fast forward in other spots, play music in between in some sections, and we're going to get through this together. All right, I'll be back in a second for this second swipe. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go this way. It's already got something started here. Okay. You want to always give this a little bit of time to develop before you make any decisions. All right, I'm going to play for a second. See if I can grab some of this and pull it over. Okay. Almost closed it up. Let's see, what can I do with this middle? That's not big enough. It's interesting. I don't like that I put pillow paint right in the middle. Not sure I'm liking the way I'm fixing this. So I'm going to skip ahead to where I think I make a fatal flaw. In that section right there, I didn't like the way the paint was flowing to the edge. So what I end up doing is doing 2 more swipes. I'm going to skip ahead to those swipes so you can see what the impact is and why I ultimately go over with a pour over here. So I'm going to skip straight to the swiping and then we'll come back from there. Let's see how that turned out. Well, it's a heck of a lot better than what I had there. Let's do that again. This time, let's go the way I always had it. Black, then white. So again, I'm going to skip ahead and show you the swipe and then what we do from there. Yeah, I did not like it. It looked really sloppy. All right, let's see how this goes. Let's go spin it again. That'll stretch too, because I just added more paint to it. Okay, just gotta get to those ends. So here's my reaction after spinning. Oh my God, this is horrible. It's horrible. Oh God. Okay, I thought I was doing good. So while the swipes when they first started were good, after I got done spinning it out with more paint added there, it ended up becoming really sloppy. That is a wreck. Oh my gosh, this is too bad. It just is not, it's not cohesive, it's not right. Oh my gosh. Now, at least now, I have a pillow that's got color on it, so that's going to actually help with this overall creation. Okay, let's go again. So we'll do the same palette knife. Black cell activator first. Boy, I'm really sad. But you know what? It all becomes more practice. So again here, I'm going to go on fast forward as I lay down the colors. I'm going to even skip some of these parts, but I'm going to do the same order, the pearl, the quinacridone, the gold, and black, and I'll be back for the swipe. All right, going to just do a 1 swipe across. Same again. So this time I'm going to skip right past the loading the palette knife and come right back for the swipe. Okay, can I get this? Can I get this? So, truth be told here, I go for 1 more swipe, and then we're going to spin this thing out. At least it's all going to be continuity. What I mean by that is I have so much paint down now that all of these swipes will spin out together at the same time and be very continuous. All right, I'm just going to spin it. I'm going to paint everywhere. This is just not a good example of a good professional creation. Oh my God. I've had such a hard time. So as I go through a lot of the spinning here at the end, I'm going to skip some of the parts and get right to the meat. gotta get the bottom to spread out. I gotta get it to go that way. It's getting there though. Come on, keep going. It's starting to grow on me. Just gotta get that last part off. Just gotta get it fully off the edge. Just get it down the side. I think that'll do it. I'm gonna clean up in the meantime. All right, we're getting there. I could probably help it along. Wow, whoa, that's dynamic. So I'm just gonna try to pull some of the paint down. Just by grabbing it and just pull down. I think gravity's going to take care of the rest. Let's give it one more roll. Okay, so I'm getting a few white spots, so I'm going to take care of the white spots. Let me show you real quick what I do for that. Take a toothpick, and I kiss it. And as the toothpick pulls up, the paint comes together and kind of seals the wound. I'm going to look at it like a wound. All right, this is actually pretty cool. Well, this was the long way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to touch up these white spots, and I will come back for an overhead shot, and we'll go from there. So everyone, that's a wrap. I know I took the long and roundabout way to get here, but I left a lot of it in just so you can see sometimes it's a bit of a challenge, and sometimes you just have to keep sticking with it until you get what you're looking for. So here are the final resin results, and I am really happy with this. I think this is probably one of my best Lazy Susans yet. So if you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell and all. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. At the end, I'm going to link my playlist for Lazy Susans. I have almost 50 Lazy Susans on record here, so you get the benefit of seeing different color combinations and other style of Lazy Susans that I've painted on. And I'm also going to have some thumbnails for some of my other playlists. At the end, I have 40 playlists of mostly functional art, so you can see some of the things that I've created. So with all that said, everybody, that's all I have for now, and take care till next time.